We're the middle children of history, man. No purpose or place. We have no Great War, no Great Depression. Our Great War is a spiritual war. Our Great Depression is our lives. We've all been raised on television to believe that one day we'd all be millionaires and movie gods and rock stars, but we won't. We're slowly learning that fact. And we're very, very pissed off.
In a world where politicians seem apocalyptically bent on screwing everyone over by bringing this world together through turbulent peace between UAE, Israel and Bahrain, North Korea and telegrams between USA and Russia, and a united front to overcome the disease that shall not be named by destroying the very economy the politicians depend on. Maybe the Donald the Duck Trump haters are right and the Antichrist is nigh. But with the closing of pubs, restaurants, banks and independent businesses, the elite being very much do as I say, not as I do, how would anyone find out? Especially when things like telepathy are coming out. This new social network requires you to only use your real name and actual phone number to join and voice your opinion. However, when there are only two people in charge, and they're the ones who decide what people say is or isn't correct, can you say dictatorship? Wonder who will get docked first. Hopefully no third parties are involved either. I don't think what is clearly an abomination of an SJW social warrior gatekeeping will last. If you do remain on Twitter, just be careful what you type and who you interact with. Not just because it's full of left-wing propaganda and terrible gatekeeping cancel culture from its hypocritical users, but also because Takehiro Shirachi admitted to killing and dismembering 8 women and 1 man who had mental health issues through Twitter. He contacted them and started to talk to them about their mental health issues and then persuaded them that him helping them commit suicide was a better way to go than to live with their mental health issues. Speaking of mental health, this is the beginning of Mental Health Week, although why we need a week to remind us to look out for each other just means mental health people dread the other 52 weeks of the year, when the regular people go back to being blissfully unaware of it. Unless, of course, the Hollywood elites keep reminding us of other people's plight and the fact that we need to do better and be better. Even if the Hollywood elites are looking at massive charges of abuse of mental and physical kind, along with R charges and CP charges, the wrath of which seems to be hitting them in the form of a lot of cinemas across the world closing down, including 128 Cineworld cinemas throughout the UK. This means that the Batman film, Flash, Black Adam and DUNE, all original and different movies, being delayed until 2022, with Wonder Woman going straight to stream. Makes you wonder what the Americans will do with the biggest moneymaker next to oil and illegal crime going up in smoke.
Listen, they're closing down the Granville. You know that theater down in Biscayne?
Yeah, guy owes Momo a couple G's.
I know. I was thinking maybe Momo should buy it. I could run it for him, show some old Cagney movies.
Hey, what's Momo gonna want with some broken down theater that shows movies no one wants to see anymore? Outside of maybe turning it into some kind of porno house, not gonna give much of a fuck.
Maybe they should have seek a fortune teller, as these shamans predicted that Biden would win. Great news for Trump, as it now would mean that Americans would find a new white old guy to hate and use as an excuse to riot. While Baba Vanga predicted that Donald Trump would get COVID. Well, she is known as the Nostradamus of Balkans. She also did predict, supposedly, Brexit, 9/11 and the tsunami in Thailand. If that's true, then I guess we get to have all this fun again, the fun of the virus that shall not be named, and a lovely holiday in the form of a quarantine happening in 2030. Whoop whoop! Bring on 2030. Can't wait. If you do have any questions of the future for yourself, you could always try the £1 Ouija boards from Poundland. Not that I would recommend that, nor would Pearl Masters, a paranormal expert who says that demons will come through if you used these £1 Ouija boards from Poundland that are being sold as a toy. Definitely not the best idea to do at the moment, or ever. Just keep to Revelations, where it says that diverse earthquakes, fires, plagues, rise of veganism and abstaining from marriage and children will happen towards the end. And if you want to stay away from children, maybe a mechanical chastity belt is for you. Just be careful if you do use it, as it is prone to being permanently locked by the users or hackers whilst you're trying to take it off. And not just yours, you could actually end up locking everybody who's using it at that time inside as well. Who thinks of technological chastity belts anyway? Would you? Supposedly they are for use in prisons. But why and where? And if it's a kink, how? I thought most people loved cock. According to Amazon, cock is so loved that they even sell it as a slogan on t-shirts. To 10-year-old boys. Still trying to bring burritos into the mainstream, are we, Chris Hansen?
Love All LGBTQ plus support community has some exciting news. Now they've added maps to the collection. I think this is important, and it's important to share this love. So you take advantage of this, the LGBTQ Love All collection.
Just put them where they belong, prison, so they can bear the torment of their crimes by non-stop listening of Baby Shark. Gregory Cornell Butler, Christian Charles Miles and Christopher Raymond Hendershot have all been charged with misdemeanors for forcing inmates to listen to Baby Shark non-stop. So Baby Shark's a no-no, but beating, loss of privacy, bullying and forced feeding and starvation is fine. Okay, Oklahoma and the rest of US. Well, soon McAfee, creator of the McAfee antivirus, might be joining you, as he's being detained in Spain over non-payment of taxes, plus potential murder and or assault charges. Damn libertarians who thinks taxes shouldn't be paid and that the police should be defunded, and not only the police but also education as well. If you're enjoying this video, then I hope you interact with us in the comments below and have your say about all these news articles. Please share and like, and I hope you subscribe. Now let's take a break from the apocalyptic news that is, and go and have something to eat. Why not a McDonald's? Never mind that then. Well, at least we know the future of eating will be fine with remotely controlled robotic servers. Now that's a way to put future generations out of a minimum wage job. Considering everything is running towards the future, they could be trained as the next lot of jetpack joyriders of first responder units. Jetpacks, the one mentioned on previous Reality Roundup episodes, so go check them out. These jetpacks will help first aiders get to hard to reach areas. Unfortunately, a jetpack first aider wouldn't have been able to help rock legend Eddie Van Halen, who died last week at the beginning of October 2020. This amazing influential rock metalist will be missed by many fans and lovers of rock, along with Johnny Nash, who also died at the beginning of October 2020. The man who penned the song
I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright sunshine day.
Maybe even clearly enough to find out if this is a Black Panther walking around Eastbourne in Sussex, UK. Since the 80s, big black cat legends have emerged due to rich people discarding their fad pets of big cats into the UK wilderness in the 1980s, they had thought to have all died out, but maybe not. What do you think? Great Dane or big black cat? Maybe he's on the lookout for some discarded bones and meat. If so, he'll find plenty at Dr. DERRICK McMinn's, a respectful hip surgeon who worked on not only normal but famous people too. Arrested in early October 2020 after people found out he had been hoarding hip bones as memorabilia at his house. Maybe he was on the lookout too. The search for the best hip bones out there, which could possibly be found with MCINN, who at 17 has the world's longest legs for a teenager at 135.3 centimeters long, making her almost 7 feet high. Hopefully she's heads and shoulders above all this BS news. In fact, you know what? Maybe it's time we get on the last 747 Boeing flight out of here. And try to get to one of the 24 super habitable planets recently found by the Washington State University, even if they are hundreds of light years away. And if you do decide to take anybody with you, just make sure it's not your best mate's mum, as this soldier found out after hiring an escort just to find out that exact thing. He did say that she was very professional about it. She didn't say anything about what was happening. They did the deed, she got paid and left. But he definitely did do his best mate's mum.
Scotty doesn't know that Fiona and me do it in my van every Sunday. She tells him she's in church, but she doesn't go. Still she's on her knees and Scotty doesn't know.
This world is going to hell in a Prada handbag. Maybe we should all have some solace in knowing that none of us really know what's going on. I mean, North Korea just unveiled their latest ballistic missile. But who are you more afraid of? The Russians, Chinese or North Koreans who still run on decades-old technology, or the country to have been the only one to drop and definitely have nuclear capabilities, being on the verge of a revolution, that being the United States? To end this apocalyptic episode of Reality Roundup, let's go over to the Black Antichrist Pope that is Francis, who wrote an open letter saying that you don't have to believe in God to go to heaven. It only depends on your consciousness. And I'm pretty sure it only depends on believing in Christ and not works. Massive blasphemy on your part there, Francis, as the Bible clearly says Jesus is the way and the only way, and only believing in him for your saviour from the wars to come after peace has been made and all religions combine to one, while only those that have accepted the only way to trade or own property is by taking the mark of the beast on their hands or foreheads, a liar. Calling God a liar and saying that his son, who, while we were still sinners, died for us on the cross, is a failure. I'm pretty sure there's a special place in hell for you. You won't be on the side of the lake of fire wishing for water and that's it. You'll be in the sea of fire. All good things come to those who wait. Thanks very much for watching your reality roundup for the 12th of October 2020. Have your say on these news articles along with any other news articles you wish to add in the comments section below. If you have been enjoying this video, then I hope you press that like button and share it for others to see. And please consider subscribing to help this channel grow. Until next time, take care and stay safe.